the application, we have a couple of features, but you're working on modules, on bits and bits of the application. So there's a marketplace where farmers can do a couple of things. So what you can do on the marketplace is that you can put your produce up for hire. So for instance, your equipment. For instance, you have a tractor and you don't want to buy a tractor for forever. So what happens is that you want a tractor for 2 weeks, and Mr. Miner has a tractor that is putting up for hire. So you can access such information, and you can also, something else is that you can do is that you can make order on goods, or you can sell your produce. So for instance, if I'm selling 10 kgs of tomatoes or 10 kgs of potatoes, and Mrs. Y wants 5 kgs of tomatoes, once she orders the goods, I will receive a notification that Mrs. Y is interested in 5 kgs of tomatoes. So we connect that there's a gap that you're feeling, where we provide the information for farmers and for the consumer who's interested in the goods. So something else we've also done in the market area is that you can access jobs. So for instance, you want 10 people to help you in your harvesting process, or 10 people to help you while you're plowing. So now what we are still working on is you can receive SMS notifications according to your location. So if you're in Kinangop or in a certain area in Kiambu, and someone puts up a job that I want 10 people to help me in a production process, now you will receive notifications that Mr. Miner is looking for certain people. So that is the market area. And something else we've also done is we're forming a community for farmers. Now in the community, what we're doing is that you can receive notifications like agricultural events, now like this one, or like a show or a trade fair. So instead of so we're providing such information where let's say MLab, for instance, can come on board and put out their event, like Wireless Wednesday takes place on this date, or there's a trade fair that is going on a certain date. So using this application, you can get events on certain information. You can also be able to talk to other farmers and share your experiences. So for instance, you've been planting tomatoes, and this is what has been working out, or this is what that's not working. So you have the platform where you can share that information, which is optional for farmers. So something else in the community is that we were trying to see if we can provide financial information for farmers. So instead of going to the bank to access information like bank loans, or what you're required to access such like a bank loan, through the application you can be able to access such information. And so that is the community where we try and bring farmers together to access such information. So there's also the bit where where we try and educate farmers on best practices, or anyone. So be it soil erosion, be it grafting, or such information. So we try and educate farmers on such information. So those are currently the bits that we're focused on. But a feature that some farmers, we have a farmer back at Sultanamu that we're working on, and some of a feature that farmers wanted to know is whether they can receive alerts, like a farmer's calendar. So for instance, you're planting tomatoes. What they want is, for new farmers, what they want to know is, for instance, to receive alerts. Like 2 weeks down the line, you're meant to apply a certain fertilizer. 3 weeks down the line, this is what you're meant to do. So that is something we're still working on implementing on the application. So basically, that is Farmpal. We become your farming friend during your process. Yes, thank you.